Hi everyone, thank you so much for tuning back in with Sunshine in the Kitchen. I'm Sunshine and today I'm going to be teaching you how to make guacamole. If you haven't seen my last video, how to make the Grinch Rice Krispies, I actually shot that today in case you're wondering why I'm wearing the same outfit. The Lord blessed me with a lot of energy, so I was like, you know what, I have avocados, I'm craving guacamole, I have everything I need. Why not? Shoot 2 videos, show them how to make it. Super delicious, one of my favorite snacks. I feel like I say that with about everything I cook, but I really enjoy the stuff I cook, and especially this guacamole. So what you're going to be needing is some avocado. Depending on how many people you are going to be feeding and depending how much you like guacamole, I have 7 avocados with me, and this is going to feed about 4 people. I have 4 people in my household, so that's what we're working with today. If they really like guacamole, you're going to need 10 to 12, and depending on how much you think they're going to want. You're going to need a good bundle of cilantro, and yes, this is a necessity, and it's very necessary, and you need it. If you don't like it, you're going to love it in this recipe. You're going to need 2 tomatoes, 1/2 of a purple onion. You could also use a white onion. I think the purple onion is a little bit tastier, but it's up to you. You're going to need 1 lime, 1 lemon, and a bottle of your favorite hot sauce. I like Tapatio, so that's what I'm going to be using. Some kosher salt and pepper, and 1 jalapeno. This is optional as well. I make this recipe a lot of the time without the jalapeno, mainly because a lot of the people I feed it to don't really like spicy food, and it tastes really good mild just with the avocados and all the other ingredients you use. It has a lot of flavor. So you don't need this, but if you want to give it a little bit of a kick, half of this, and it'll get the job done. Alrighty, so let's get to dicing. Okay, so first I'm going to be cutting up my onion. I already cut it up into slices, but I'm going to finely chop this. And what I like to do when I chop things is I hold the tip down like that, and I guide wherever I want to chop and move my right hand. Left hand holds down the knife, and right hand guides the knife. So I go like this. And here's my chopped onion. What I like to do, I personally like the taste of purple onion, but someone that I'm feeding this to doesn't like the taste of onion that much. So if you want to dilute the taste of how strong your onion is, you can get a little bit of warm water and put your sliced up onion in it, and by the time you're done chopping up the rest of your ingredients, it will wash away some of the onion taste. Not all of it, but it'll get rid of some of it. Next thing I'm going to be needing is my avocados. So I slice them in half, and I get my spoon and I go all the way around it and put it in my bowl, and it takes out all of the meat inside. I know it's not real meat, but that's what we call it. And then you just give your avocado a big whack, and it takes out the seed for you. It's one way of doing it. And then you just get out the rest of your avocado and put it in the bowl. And you keep doing that for all of your avocado. So I have all of my avocados in my bowl. I'm going to give it a mash. You can use a potato masher. I personally like to use a fork. One thing when cooking avocados, or when cooking guacamole, if you're having this out for a party and you're not going to enjoy it right away, or you even want to save it in your refrigerator for the next couple of days, that's totally fine. But just know if you don't do any special tricks to it, it will turn brown. It turns brown in about a couple of hours. Have you ever cut up an apple and planned on taking it to work or put it in your kid's lunch for school, and a couple hours later it turns brown? Well, there's some tricks to keeping it fresh and keeping its color. One trick that my family has always used is we take one of the pits from the avocado, just the seed like that, and you leave it right in, and when you serve it or you keep it in your fridge, you keep that pit in. And I don't know if it's just some remedy of ours, but we like to believe that it keeps it green. Another trick that's guaranteed to work, and if you're ever cutting up fruit like an apple and you want to take it to work and keep it its color, squeeze some lemon juice on it. The acidicness from the lemon juice will keep the color, and it won't let it turn brown. So squeeze a bunch of lemon in here and it will keep it a nice bright green color. Just a little trick if you want to know how to preserve it and you're not going to eat it right away. So I'm going to give my avocados a nice little mash. So I have my avocados pretty mashed up. It's not a total puree. I like to leave a little bit of chunks in here, and depending on how you like it, depends on how you mash it. If you like it extra chunky, don't work it too much. If you like it really smooth, then mash it for a while. And this is the step when you're going to add your hot sauce. I like to add about 5 drops. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And some pepper. And some salt. And mix that around. That's going to give it a little bit of a kick from the hot sauce. Next, we're going to chop up our cilantro. And what I like to do is I like to fold it up and roll it in a bunch and chop. Then I turn it sideways and I roll it in as much of a bunch as I can and I chop. Then I put it all together. I finely dice it. And I'm just going to add that right inside. One large handful. Next I'm going to cut up my tomatoes. And when I cut up the tomatoes, I don't like to use the pulp of the tomatoes. I like to just use the skin because the pulp usually turns your guacamole really watery and it's not a really solid texture like the skin. So I just like to carve it out with my knife. And push it out to the side. If a little bit stays behind, that's fine. As long as most of it's out, you could even tip it over like this and get all the seeds out and start chopping. So I added all of my tomatoes in the guacamole. I also strained out my purple onions from the water and I added all the purple onions in here. Now moving on to my jalapeno. I don't like it too spicy, so I'm going to use less than half. I just cut off the top, slice it right down the middle. I definitely don't want to eat any of those seeds because those are too hot for my liking, so I'm just going to take all of those out. You could even smell how hot it is. So I'm just going to take that out. And I'm going to cut the little end off. And this is all I'm going to use. That's it. We don't like it too hot here in my house. And I'm going to finely mince up this jalapeno and mix it in with all of the guac. If you want to know also another little trick when it comes to picking avocados, if you pick them and they're a little bit hard and you need to use them the next day, a trick that you can do is you can get all of your avocados, put them in a paper bag, add a banana in the bag and fold it up, and it should be ready for the next day, if not 2 days. Also, I suggest if you know you're going to be cooking some guac for a family party on the weekend, get your avocados about 4 or 5 days before the party. That way they're usually sold hard and it's kind of hard to mash up the avocados when they're really firm. So it's best if you use them when they're ripe and you buy them 5 days before you're going to use them. Okay. Here goes all of my jalapeno. Sprinkle that in. I'm going to give it a good mix. Oh, it smells so good already. Now, you're going to use 1 lemon and 1 lime. I like to throw my lemon and lime in the microwave for 10 seconds and it just releases all the juices, making it really juicy. I also like to roll it on any flat surface and it also makes it super juicy. So those are 2 other tricks. I'm going to slice that in half. I'm going to use 1 full lemon and 1/2 of a lime. And if you don't have one of these, I suggest you buy one. This is probably in my top 5, no, it's definitely in my top 5 favorite gadgets to use in the kitchen. I love this thing, mainly because I am obsessed with lemon. If you know me personally, you know how much I love lemon, and this is a necessity for me. So, I'm just going to squeeze 1 lemon. In here. And my other half. You don't want to use too much lemon, and I know that sounds weird to say, especially for me because I love lemon, but if you use too much, it does make your guacamole really watery, so you just want to use a little bit at a time. If you feel like it's absorbed all of its liquids and it can use a little bit more, then hey, add another lemon. But for now, we're just going to use that much. Wow, it smells wonderful. So I moved some of my guac into a small little dish. This is what it looks like. It smells wonderful. When I serve up my guac, I usually like to put it in a little small dish like this. And I like to leave a little lime on the side. And I just stick it right there on the side. So whoever eats it, if they want to add a little bit more lemon or lime, they have the choice to. Me, you already know that I'm going to add some more lemon and lime. That looks great. And I'm just going to get a chip. You can use Lay's chips, tortilla chips. Today I have a tortilla chip. Alright, let's give it a taste. That is some good guacamole. Perfect. It's not too spicy. I had to get a little piece of the jalapeno in my mouth. It was wonderful. It wasn't even overpowering. It was just what it needed. And I love the lemon, and the cilantro is a must. It takes it from a 10 to a 20 on a scale of 10. This is just off the balance. It is so good. I'm going to go for a second dip. And just so you know, you don't have to just eat this with chips. You could pour it over a burrito, scoop it on top of some tacos, serve it over some rice. The options are really endless when it comes to guacamole. Well, thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to give this video a big thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe. Comment down below how you liked it, and until next time, God bless, from my kitchen to yours.